Hey guys, so this week I thought I would do a video on supplements. What supplements are good for your training and can actually help you just even with your general well-being, and what supplements are common myths and just really a waste of money. I apologise, I'm actually filming outside the laundromat just because we've had to take a whole lot of laundry stuff down and get it washed, so I was just thinking I'll just kill two birds with one stone, do some washing and also talk to you guys. Okay, so that's why I'm standing outside and getting a few weird looks from people. Anyway, so the first thing I would like to say is protein is not going to make you bulky. A lot of females always ask, am I going to get bulky if I consume protein? Is it necessary? At the end of the day, protein powder is not actually, you do not need it in your training. It's just another form of protein. It's not going to be the magic supplement that makes you all of a sudden, gain muscle and lose fat. It's purely just another form of protein, and it's just more convenient, so if you've finished at the gym, the last thing you want to do for a lot of people is down a steak or down a chicken, whereas if you can just have a scoop of protein with you, have a shake, boom, it's into your muscles, all good to go for 20 minutes, and then get home and have a proper meal. Personally, it's what I like to do, and I find if I can't eat straight away, I do need something straight after training to help my muscles repair and recover, and that's where just having a protein shake, it's simple, it's convenient. You can do a lot of things with protein. There's a lot of baking you can do, and there's a million different types of protein as well. So I'm going to actually do a little blog on different types of protein in this newsletter, so you can have a look. Personally, I like to stick to plant-based protein. I find it digests better on my system. It's not as, I find with cooking, it doesn't dry out as much, and it just has a slightly different taste. It's a lot more natural, and of course for some people, they may be lactose intolerant, or they may find that dairy upsets them or it causes inflammation. So again, that's where a plant-based protein is a lot more natural and just better for their digestive system. The other supplement that can really help with your training is glutamine. So if you're training at quite a heavy level, at least 4 sessions a week, you find that your recovery is being delayed, you're sore quite a lot. Glutamine is just another essential amino acid, and basically you can add a scoop to your protein shake, or you can even mix it in water, and again, it helps with recovery. It actually helps to boost your immune system as well. So in terms of recovery, it's an amazing amino acid, and it's super cheap. It's just $20 from the supplement store. You can have about 20 grams a day, and that will give you a good dosage to help with recovery and also your immune system. Amino acids, that would be my third one. Again, it's not a necessity, but it is something I personally like to use when I'm training. I have a really sweet tooth, so I find drinking something sweet when I'm training is kind of like a mental trick as well. It makes me train harder because I just feel like there's something sweet, it keeps me going, and at the end of the day, it just contains 3 essential amino acids: leucine, isoleucine and valine, and those 3 amino acids are really, really good for recovery, helping you build lean muscle, and again, just helping you get through your working sets and sort of delay the onset of fatigue from like heavy strength training in particular. There's a million different brands. Some have caffeine. I would steer clear of the caffeine ones just because you don't want to overly stimulate your adrenals. And of course, some have added electrolytes as well. So if you're doing exercise that requires like a lot of sweating, you're finding you're sweating a lot, or you just feel like you get low blood sugar easily, that's where something like electrolytes in your BCAAs can help as well. Again, it just keeps you going and keeps you recovering throughout your training as well. Then of course you can get things like fish oil, krill oil. All of those are really, really good forms of omega-3s. So I would take a few of those a day as well. If you're not eating like 3 to 4 servings of fish a day, I try to keep your sources like that from real foods, just because you get so much more out of them than a capsule that's been sitting on the shelf for how long you don't know. So that's where things like, real like salmon, flaxseed, almonds, avocado, all those are really good sources of that. But if you can't eat them, because they are expensive, and I know myself, being on a budget, you want to look for other forms of how you can get those nutrients. That's where a supplement can help with those as well. Also, if you find you don't get enough vegetables into your diet, things like a multivitamin can be quite useful as well. And then magnesium would be my last one. So if you find you have trouble falling asleep, or you're getting quite a lot of muscle cramps, magnesium is a magical thing. I hadn't taken magnesium until I met my partner. He takes it every night, and I was kind of intrigued. I was like, what is this thing? I found when I started taking it, my sleep quality improved so much. And of course, if your sleep is good, your recovery is going to be even better. So I would just take one at night. It helps you fall asleep, it helps you stay asleep, it helps you get into that deep REM cycle of sleep, which is what you want for recovery. And as well, it helps with muscles, and if you find that you have cramps a lot or you are training a lot, magnesium is like a superfood pretty much for your muscles. So I'm actually going to do a little blog post on magnesium as well, just so you can have a little read of that. And yeah, but those are sort of my main ones. Personally, at the moment, I just stick to plant-based protein, aminos when I'm training, and magnesium at night as well. So it's purely up to you and up to your budget, but again, I preach that try and get your nutrients from whole foods if you can. Your body just digests it better, you absorb the nutrients better, and depending on where you buy, it can work out slightly cheaper as well. Thank you guys for watching anyway. Feel free to flick me a message with any videos that you'd like to see or any other things you'd like to know about, and I'll chat to you next week.